we'll talk a little bit of some of the things that happened before the playoffs. Uh, One in particular pertaining to my team, the Lakers, um, got some injuries, and it came at the worst time. Luka got hurt, I believe his hamstring, and Austin Reaves also got hurt. So the Lakers are going into the playoffs, kind of wounded with a 40-something-year-old LeBron. They are taking on the Rockets in the first round, but it did cost them their seat, their seed. I think they dropped down to fourth, if I'm correct.
The Lakers are another 4 seed. They're going to play the Rockets, who are the 5 seed. In fact, later after the Knicks Hawks game, they will be hosting the first game against the Houston Rockets.
No, they were, I believe, ahead of the Nuggets for a while.
For a while, oh
And,
yes, for a
yeah, and
while, and but the Nuggets also went on an insane, and we'll talk about this when we get into the playoff predictions. They're like on a 13-game winning streak at the moment.
yeah, and it was unfortunate because the Lakers, the injuries, the last couple of games, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Luka got hurt. What team did he get hurt? I don't remember exactly. I want to say against the Nets, maybe. I'm not sure, but he got hurt. Um, and now we're going to the playoffs, Josh, with a Lakers team that has no Luka Doncic, no Austin Reaves. Kind of took the wind out of our sail. I mean, just give us your overall thoughts. Like, does this hurt the Lakers' first round chances? Does it hurt them, completely? Like, what kind of is your thought process right here?
It definitely hurts them. Like, I'm not going to say that they are better off or equal without Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves. However, I think it's going to be very interesting. It's a real shame because I was really interested to see how this is probably the last year of LeBron and the Lakers, whether he retires or leaves. So I wanted to see him and Luka on one more playoff run. I'm not going to write them off completely because I think LeBron has shown enough in his career by far where it's like, and I'm not, Houston was both of our predictions to make it out of the West. And at least with me, I feel extremely disappointed in how this season has played out for Houston. I've lost a lot of faith. I think what's going to be very interesting going into this first round series, if LeBron does find a way to win this series against Houston, survive, I think there is a chance Luka comes back for the second round. And then you can maybe start talking about your chances against OKC with Luka maybe back. Are you going to rush him back? It's going to be one of those things. But like, this is a huge series, and people don't think about this much, or won't think about it in this way because a lot of people are just writing off the Lakers. This is a huge legacy series, not only for LeBron or for Kevin Durant. Because if Kevin Durant loses to LeBron without Luka, without Austin Reeves, to this Laker team, it is a huge hit on KD's legacy, given how weird his playoff history has been ever since he left Golden State. And on the other end, if LeBron is finds a way to win this series, no, this isn't going to be something like be like, oh, this if he wins the series, he it's not going to convince Jordan fans that he's the GOAT. However, it's just another notch on his belt of like if you're making the LeBron argument, it's like in his year 41 season, when everyone counted him out because the two main scorers of the Lakers of Luka and Austin got injured, he was able to will a Lakers team against a very talented Rockets team to a first round victory. And even if they lose to OKC in the second, it'll just be like it's amazing that 41-year-old LeBron James can do this at this point of his career and have this type of playoff series.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to Mr. J the six in the chat. Speaking of Laker fans, yes. Unfortunately, this was just unfortunate. I mean, Luca was on a tear. There was, we talked about the injury thing with players, and Cade Cunningham and Luca both won their case, so they'll be able to be in um,
The
consideration for
MVP and
award.
all,
Yeah,
all
yeah,
NBA team.
yeah, award. Yeah, KD is out this Saturday, and so they'll be in consideration for all those awards. But this was a unfortunate event for the Lakers because if you lost Luca, he grabbed his hamstring during that game. It's like, okay, that sucks. But then you also lost Austin Reeves. you're like probably your second best player. I mean, you could say LeBron's the second best player on the team, but he had been productive enough that you could say Austin Reeves is that second best player, and it just deflated. You know, coach, um, God, I can't remember. I cannot remember his name now.
JJ Redick.
JJ Redick, uh, back to back 50-win games hasn't been done. But in the first couple years, I think since Phil Jackson.
Are you talking
So
about for the Lakers or overall? I assume the
I
just
think I
Lakers.
think it I think it's the Lakers. I think
Yeah.
it's the Lakers. But that's kind of quite an accomplishment. He put together a team that looked really good, and I think I'm not gonna say overachieved, but they did. I we A lot of people felt like this team would have been like a 5, 6, or 7 team, and for the fact that they were in third most of the year, really, like you said, if it wasn't for the Nuggets having an insane run, um, it'd be a little bit different. But it pretty much became worst case scenario for the Lakers, where the second round, even if they get past this first round, they had to play the Thunder, which they didn't want to play. Like I would have taken the Spurs, I would have taken any other team. Don't want to see the Thunder, so it's unfortunate. But I think you're right as far as when it comes to legacy for LeBron, and we can maybe talk about this on another show with him and the Lakers. But for him, if he could pull this off and get to the second round, I think you're right. It would almost be like a pass. Okay, they got past the first round against the Rockets team, uh, but they're going to probably lose to the eventual NBA champs. If they don't get swept, that's a win in itself. So we'll see what happens with this first round. I do think the Lakers can pull it off, like you said, and LeBron has been doing well this year. That he can for 4 games he could probably will the Lakers to wins. It just depends on can he is he going to have to get those wins in all at home, or can he go on the road and win a game? Because if he could go on the road and win a game, that's huge, um, and that could be real big, like you said, for his legacy. Um, yeah, it's just unfortunate. The Lakers ran into this injury bug right at the worst time. Luka was on a tear. Austin Reeves was playing well. The team had really good chemistry, so it sucks. I do agree with you. I think this is probably LeBron's last year with the Lakers. I have a feeling he's gonna go. He's gonna probably be traded to Cleveland next year. I don't know if it. If,
I think he's
if
a free agent, so he
yeah.
wouldn't be traded. He could
So
just
there you go.